Hey there, little dreamers. It's me, Abigail. Have you ever imagined a place where the sky touches the ground and fish fly while birds swim? Tonight, we dive into a magical story of an upside-down world where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. So snuggle up, close your eyes, and let's go for this whimsical journey together. Ready? Let's begin. In the heart of a world bathed in the soft glow of twilight, where everything seemed to dance to a different rhythm, the sun, in its golden glory, began its rise from the west, casting long speckled rays that colored the morning in shades of amber and pink. It moved slowly across the canvas, bidding farewell to the east as the stars twinkled their first greetings. Birds, with a sense of flair unique to this world, soared gracefully with their wings hanging below them. Their songs, melodies of joy and wonder, filled the air as they navigated the sky in playful patterns. The rivers, shimmering and shining, hosted fish that swam with their bellies facing the sky. Their scales caught the sunlight, creating dazzling displays that mesmerized all who looked upon them. Of all the sights in this wondrous kingdom, the trees were the most magical. Majestic and magnificent, they stood with their strong roots stretching towards the heavens like intricate webs, while their leaves, green and golden, gently kissed the ground below. This place, where the ordinary seems extraordinary, was known as the land of the opposite. Nestled in this enchanting land was Riversville, a quaint town where rivers flowed uphill and flowers bloomed in hues unseen in any other world. Within this town lived Lila, a young girl with a spirit as wild and free as the wind. Her raven black hair, defying gravity's pull, flowed upwards, each strand dancing like a chime of the night sky. In Riversville, shoes weren't for walking, they were for clapping. Lila wore them on her hands, while her feet were adorned with hats that flapped with every step. When the soft glow of morning touched Riversville, families gathered for dinner, feasting on dishes that in any other realm would mark the day's end. And as stars began to adorn the night sky, the townspeople would sit around tables laden with breakfast treats. To outsiders, Riversville's routine might seem dizzying, but for Lila, it was the comforting rhythm of home. One morning, while engrossed in a thrilling game of earth, where players would drop balls that disappeared into the ground, only to be returned by the mysterious forces below, Lila stumbled upon a peculiar treasure. Beneath the soft soil, her foot collided with something cool and hard. Brushing the dirt aside, Lila's eyes widened in astonishment. She had unearthed a stone, but this wasn't just any stone. In a world where everything was topsy-turvy, this stone stood out for its normalcy. It was right side up. Gazing at the stone, Lila felt a rush of wonder. What secrets did this strange object hold? Little did she know that this stone was the key to an adventure that would turn her world, well, upside down. Riversville was a town full of stories, and among them, the tales of the whispering willow were reverently told. This magnificent tree, whose roots reach up to the sky, stood as a testimony of time, its trunk covered with countless rings that mark each year of its existence. In this world where young means old, The whispering willow was the youngest tree of all, yet it had witnessed more sunrises and sunsets than any other tree. With the strange stone carefully placed in her hands, Lila made her way to the famous tree. The path was lined with flowers of radiant hues, their petals trembling under the gentle touch of the wind. Birds sang harmonies, their notes weaving stories of the past. As Lila approached the tree, she felt a surge of anticipation. The air became thick with mystery, and there was a distinct hum, almost as if the whispering willow called to her. She gently placed the stone at the base of the tree, where the leaves met the ground in a gentle embrace. Suddenly, the world around Lila seemed to ripple and sway. Colors swirled, mixed and separated in a mesmerizing dance. It felt as if her very reality contorted. And then, with a soft pop, everything changed. Lila found herself standing in an ethereal realm. The sky above sparkled with iridescent hues, and the earth below pulsed with the glow of another world. Before her stood majestic and transparent figures, spirits that seemed as ancient as time itself. A spirit, radiant and wise, stepped forward. "Welcome, Lila from Riversville." His voice echoed, soft but deep. "You activated the reflection stone, a relic that binds two worlds." The spirits began to tell the story of Upside Down. Long ago, when time was but a nascent concept, the universe sought balance. When one world was born, its mirror image was created, a realm where everything was the exact opposite. This mirrored world was upside down, and its counterpart was the world that Lila now knew as her own. The reflection stone. Another spirit continued, her voice soft as a whispering wind, is a bridge between these worlds. It ensures harmony and balance, binding one realm to the other. Lila, eyes wide in wonder, processed the enormity of her discovery. "So," she murmured, "is there another world where everything is right side up?" The spirits nodded. "Indeed, but remember, no one world is better. They are two sides of the same coin, each equally important." As Lila listened, a profound understanding dawned upon her. Perhaps this other world contained answers she was seeking. Maybe the stone was not just a bridge between realms, but also a key to understanding her world better. With a heart full of gratitude and a mind teeming with questions, Lila prepared to embark on a journey that would redefine everything she thought she knew. Morning in Riversville was a curious sight, with the sun lazily setting in the east, casting a golden pink hue over the land. The land of Upside Down was alive with its unique charm, and on this day, Lila's heart raced with determination and excitement as she began her quest to find the legendary portal. The path she followed was one less traveled, winding through undulating terrains, mysterious woods, and enchanting meadows. On her journey, Lila met the quirkiest of characters, each adding a vibrant chapter to her adventure. First, there was Mr. Squeakers, the squirrel with a fluffy tail that spiraled like a soft cinnamon roll. Instead of hiding his nuts underground, Mr. Squeakers neatly stored them in the tight curls of his tail. Lila watched in wonder as he elegantly swished his tail, revealing a secret stash of shiny acorns. Sharing a few nuts, he hinted, to find the portal, listen to the rhythm of Riversville, and dance in tune with its heart. Next, Lila stumbled upon a meadow where the waters seemed to defy all logic. Here, a waterfall cascaded upwards, its droplets merging with the fluffy clouds above. Lila, mesmerized, cupped her hands and let the rising droplets tickle her palms. Amidst this wonder, a gentle voice echoed. It was Mrs. Aqua, the guardian of the upward falls. Seek the place, she whispered, where the land and sky touch, yet stay apart. Nightfall in Riversville was a spectacle. As the stars blinked awake, Lila met Professor Owlington, an owl with thick glasses and an inquisitive gaze. Contrary to what one would expect, this owl loved basking in the sun and took long naps under the moon. With a yawn, he spoke. Child, the portal isn't just a place. It's a moment. Wait for the time when day and night shake hands. These encounters left Lila both intrigued and slightly puzzled. Each character had shared a piece of the puzzle, and it was up to her to put them together. Reflecting upon their words, Lila realized that her journey wasn't just about finding a location. It was about understanding the rhythm, the balance, and the harmony of her world. She retraced her steps, remembering each clue. As dawn approached, Lila found herself at a magical spot where the ground seemed to gently kiss the horizon. The land and the sky here were so close, yet they never quite merged. A place of balance, of in-between. With bated breath, Lila waited, feeling the pulse of Riversville, and as the sun's first rays met the moon's lingering glow, a shimmering portal appeared before her. Day and night had indeed shaken hands. The portal swirled with colors Lila had never seen before, inviting her into the mysteries beyond. With memories of her adventure and the lessons she had learned, Lila took a deep breath and stepped into the unknown. As Lila stepped tentatively into the gate, she felt a gentle tug, drawing her in as if wrapped in a tender breeze. A fleeting rush engulfed her, a medley of swirling colors, before settling into stillness. Blinking, Lila found herself in an open meadow, but an uncanny feeling washed over her. The sun gleamed radiantly from the east. Trees stood tall with their trunks solidly anchored into the earth, and birds soared majestically, wings outstretched against the backdrop of the sky. While the world shimmered with beauty and life, it seemed peculiarly reversed. Lila's eyes widened in surprise. Her hair cascaded freely down her back, her shoes were snugly on her feet, and, most bizarrely, the hat she once wore on her foot in Riversville was now perched atop her head. A peculiar heaviness weighed her down, anchoring her in a manner she'd never felt before. Baffled, she recalled the wisdom from her travels, the value of perspective and balance. Taking a grounding breath, she embarked on her quest to understand. As she wandered, she met curious folks, enchanted by tales of Riversville. Their eyes sparkled with wonder as she narrated tales of sky, reaching tree roots and gravity, defying birds. To them, Her stories seemed as magical as their own realm appeared to Lila. Diving deeper into the mirror world, Lila unraveled stories surrounding the stone she chanced upon, whispers of legends told of an ancient relic, a gem vital in preserving the equilibrium between both worlds. It was foretold that should the stone be misplaced, chaos would ensue, leading the worlds toward a cataclysmic convergence. A profound sense of duty settled upon Lila. This stone was more than just an enigmatic artifact. It was the nexus binding two realms. Determined to restore harmony, she knew she had to find its rightful resting place. Guided by memories of Riversville's rhythm, the harmonious union of land and sky, and the ethereal meeting of day and night, she faced each trial with ingenuity. Whether it was scaling what seemed like an insurmountable peak, which strangely felt more like a descent, or navigating a river with a surface as firm as land, her journey showcased her unwavering spirit. Yet, even with her resolve, the path to the stone's temple remained elusive. Frustration and desolation began to seep in, prompting her to change course, heading back to Riversville's portal. With a heavy heart and the weight of the stone echoing her disappointment, Lila retraced her steps home. Lila returned to Riversville, but the city lacked its familiar enchantment. The ambiance felt muted, as if time itself was holding its breath. The delicate equilibrium between the two realms wavered, and Lila could feel the profound weight of the stone and the responsibility it bore. Wandering through Riversville, Lila was gripped by the pull of both worlds, sensing the gravity of her mission. The relic stone, once shrouded in mystery, had now become a weighty burden. Her escapade in the mirror world had enlightened her about the deep connection between the two realms. But how could she re-establish their balance? Suddenly, it struck her that the stone's rightful place might not be in the mirror world at all. Perhaps the solution and the temple lay right in Riversville, guided by her memories. Mr. Skyker's wisdom about Riversville's heartbeat, Mrs. Aqua's clues about where earth and sky merge, and Professor Allington's revelations about the ephemeral juncture of day and night. Lila pieced together the puzzle, leading her steps. By the time she reached the sacred temple, the shroud of night had lifted, heralding the dawn. Recalling the owl's advice, she waited patiently for the precise moment when the first golden sunbeam would kiss the lingering stars. At this magical instant, Lila tenderly nestled the stone into its rightful alcove. An immediate radiant surge emanated from the temple, bathing Riversville in a resplendent glow. The sky glittered, resonating with the harmony of the two intertwined realms. Trees danced in synchronous rhythm, rivers crooned their melodious songs, and the entire town seemed to exhale in collective relief. Then, wondrously, a portal materialized, offering a transparent glimpse into the mirror world. Lila observed the mirrored denizens rejoice and revel, their jubilation mirroring Riversville's own. It was a shared moment of triumph, underscoring the bond between the twin worlds. This was the juncture where two polar realms converged, granting each side a fresh, enlightening perspective. Lila comprehended the stone's pivotal role. Its absence had isolated the two worlds, but its rightful restoration, wove a melodious symphony of harmony between them. As the hours unfurled, inhabitants from both domains mingled, exchanging tales, laughter, and marveling at their newfound brethren's wonders. Lila's endeavors not only reinstated equilibrium, but also birthed an epic of unity and comprehension. Days matured into weeks, and the portal emerged as an emblematic monument in Riversville, a testament to unity and shared fate. Lila was revered as a heroine, but she frequently expressed with humility that she merely bridged the gap between two worlds. And as the sun cast its golden embrace upon East Riversville, Lila's legend solidified, celebrated not only as an intrepid explorer of two realms, but as a luminous beacon demonstrating that, amidst disparities, hearts can resonate in unison. Thank you, little dreamers, for going on this magical journey with me tonight. I hope you found it as magical as I did. Remember, dreams are where the most magical adventures happen. Sweet dreams, and until next time, take care of yourself.